No, low maintenance is insultive. It's insultive. I don't care.
Hey sis, so have you heard the term low maintenance friendships? And do you think that this term is only used as an excuse for people to become bad friends? So a lot of people are coming for people who literally agree on becoming low maintenance friendships, and they feel like it's just an excuse. I'm gonna post those videos and then I'll be back with my commentary. But make sure you guys like, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications.
I want to talk about how I recently realized that low maintenance friendships for me was a trauma response. This year for me has been super difficult because I've been experiencing financial hardship after a job loss, right? Been looking for work for months and, having to like scale back on a lot of the things that I usually do or connecting with people that I usually connect with. And it was very isolating and it was just hard, right? And being fully transparent, there were moments where I felt unsupported and I wanted to point finger and I wanted to point blame due to, my ego and my sensitivity. I wanted to point fingers at everybody and just be like, I don't feel supported. Everybody knows what I'm going through or whatever. No one's checking in on me. No one's really like supporting me the way that I want to be supported. And all these needs and all these ways in which I want to be supported started to pop up. But I had never expressed that to anyone in my circle. And thankfully, I am not the type of person to project raw emotions onto people until I investigate it, until I sit through it, until I sort through it, and really figure out what's going on. Thank God for therapy too. Because at the end of the day, my friends are amazing, right? Regardless of it being low maintenance, regardless of the fact that we might only see or speak to each other once a month, once every other month, and all that type of stuff. And yeah, sure, we're all adults, should be happening or whatever the case may be. But I think I've grown to a space of wanting more connection because life is hard. Life is hard for many different reasons. It's hard and it's just like, not just financially, but emotionally, mentally. People dealing with relationship stuff, health, even, and I just feel like I for me, taking the responsibility and accountability, I want to be more involved and I want to be more connected to the people in my life. I hate hearing about stuff from in hindsight. Like I've always been the type to just like when I finally meet up with someone and be like, oh yeah, I've been good, I've just been dealing with this, that, and the third, this long list of things that I've been dealing with, and then hearing this long list of things they've been dealing with, but then we're saying they're like, oh yeah, but we good now, everything's good, cheers. And that's just not, that ain't it for me no more. To me, it's just interesting that although I hate it, difficult times, painful times, definitely has wisdom attached to it. It's definitely an opportunity to grow. If you're looking at it a certain way, right? Because it could have went left. Anyway, it's probably going to be a little weird that I have not had this conversation with my friends yet. And this video may or may not pop up on their For You page before I have the chance to talk to them about it. But I just, should be hitting me and then I want to talk about it and then I just post it or whatever. But just know, y'all know how I am. Yeah, I'll keep y'all updated on this journey though.
There's no such thing as a low maintenance friendship because you guys are the same people that have a lot of energy to give to the useless men in your lives. Like I'm talking, this guy does not contribute anything to your life, but he will text you at 4 a.m. and you're ready to cancel your shift and hop on a 2-hour train to go and see him. But then you be like, a low maintenance friend. Like, no, low maintenance is insultive. It's insultive. I don't care. There's a difference between a friendship that really doesn't take a lot of effort to keep going and then low maintenance. Low maintenance means like you're on the back burner, okay? And I've been somebody's low maintenance friend and never ever again. When you need something, you come. When you want something done, you come to me, but you don't prioritize me as a friend. And you're calling it low maintenance friendship. Oh, eh. But when you have boy problems, I become worth the mate.
This is very controversial. Nobody's going to agree with me, but I don't give a Your best friend that you haven't spoken to in 6 months, a year, 2 years is not your best friend. Sorry. I know that's got your library in a bit of a twist. But do you know how much people change and develop in 6 months, a year, 2 years? Do you know how much can happen in that space? You essentially don't know them anymore. And don't get me wrong, you're still friends, distant friends, but you can't call someone your best friend, your sister, your closest person, and you don't even speak to them. Titles hold weight, you know. If you're gonna call someone your best friend, you need to be present in their lives. You need to be showing up for them. Would you call a man your boyfriend if he didn't speak to you for 6 months? Would you feel connected to him? Would you feel close to him? No. Even a family member, would you say that you're so close with your cousins, aunties, uncles that you never speak to and never see? No, you literally wouldn't. I honestly just feel like some women just don't care about friendships like that. Like, they don't hold those relationships with the same weight that they would like a romantic relationship. But friendships need nurturing just like any other relationship. And even if you're in a relationship, you need real friendships outside of your partner.
I am done with low maintenance friendships. Because what the fuck actually is a low maintenance friendship? I just don't understand the whole point of saying that you're my friend if you're gonna talk to me once a month. A place where sisterhood is actually really important. So if that's not what you're on, then bye. Only right that I associate with myself with people who value me as much as I value them. Decided to look at friendship a lot differently this year. Not chasing anything that literally feels like it's not meant to be either. And if you're gonna be my friend and you actively leave me out of things, I'm also just gonna stop being friends with you, because what the fuck are we friends for? Yeah, that low maintenance bad friend energy, please keep that shit all the way away from me, because I'm really not for it this year. But yeah, that's just my little hot take on low maintenance friendships, because it's really not a friendship.
I could be a low maintenance friend if that's how you always are. I could be a low maintenance friend if that's just your temperament. You're an introvert. You're not much of an outsider. I could be a low maintenance friend when you pop in every now and then and you live out of state. I could be a low maintenance friend. What I cannot do is those low maintenance relationships that are only low maintenance based on whether or not a person is single or in a relationship. Meaning they're super high maintenance. They vibing with you every day until they get a boyfriend or a girlfriend or in a serious relationship, which they completely switch up. They stop calling. They stop answering your text messages. They stop showing up to dinners and fun days. They can't do nothing apart from their romantic partner. That's a problem for me. Because my thing is, how come you don't have relationship management? Now, I totally understand if you're going to want to spend a little extra time with your partner because it's new, right? But to completely abandon your relationships you had before you got into that relationship, that don't sit well with me. Either we're going to be low maintenance or we're going to be high maintenance, or we're going to understand the balance of what it means to sustain all your relationships. But what you're not going to do is use me energetically for when your partner is messing up, or when you are single, or when you are going through something. Either you're a high maintenance friend or you're not. You're a low maintenance friend or you're not. But you don't get to play both sides.
I'm gonna say something and I don't want no one to argue with me, because I don't give a fuck. Okay, so I hate when I be on TikTok and I be seeing y'all talk about how y'all low maintenance friends, right? But y'all not low maintenance to that situationship that be having you fucked up, toxic as fuck. But when it comes to y'all friends, y'all go MIA. Oh, we don't gotta talk every day. But you hounding down the nigga that don't even fuck with you? What the fuck? I don't like that term, low maintenance friend. I just feel like you just a bad friend. Nah, I don't like this lighting. But I just feel like once I hear that, I'm not talking to you. And I'm not gonna lie, one thing I really gotta stop doing, my damn self, is texting people back so fast, knowing that they be leaving me in their fucking delivery box for like 17,000 years, bro. But I be wanting to talk to my friends, and I, like, if they text me back, I text back, like, right away. No, I'm not doing that shit no more. No, absolutely not. Because y'all see my message. And then the people, I'm not gonna lie, and I have, if I'm around you and I see that you're always on your phone, always texting, but when I text you and shit, or I call you, it be taking 17,000 years to, I'm not texting you no more. I'm gonna fall the fuck back. And I don't want no one saying, oh, you do the same shit, bro. I act off how y'all act towards me. If I see y'all, a lot of people want me to text their phone now. I'm not doing it. Like, oh, you leave me because y'all be doing shit to me, so I'm gonna do it back to y'all. I can't fucking speak. Like, y'all be, no, absolutely not. I don't, like, I already know how I am as a friend. Like, I want to text my friends every day. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. And then when I see y'all used to me, no, I will dead ass just stop talking to you or just pull my shit back. Fuck out of here, bro. That shit, no. Hell no. Going from used to begging people to hang out with me, and no. I have to get my stutter under control, because sometimes
I get it. Low maintenance friendships. I get it. I have some. I understand. But what do you think is going to be the consequences of a growing cultural reverence for low maintenance friendships? Because I'll tell you, I'm in the friendship space. I study what the research has to say about women's communication, cooperation, and conflict. I'm in this space. And can I tell you what people are secretly telling me? People who are paying for private sessions, people who come into speaking engagements. There was a full house tonight for a panel that I did in New York City. Can I tell you what they're telling me? People are ready to express platonic desire. But all this chatter around low maintenance friendships being the standard has people second guessing their very natural inclination to pursue relationship with other people in a platonic capacity. It has them measuring their words, fearing their love is too great, holding back on wanting to initiate a hangout or a text for fear of looking like they're being high maintenance. You know, another context I often hear this, men talking about women. Is she a high maintenance chick? And I have other thoughts on that. I have some, theories on just that phrase in general and how it's being translated in the friendship space. I've just been having a lot of thoughts. I get low maintenance friendships. I think we're missing the caveat that shouldn't describe every kind of friendship. It should not describe your overall approach to friendship. If you have some relationships that feel like they don't require much and there's a sense of ease, I get it. But I often hear people use low maintenance friendships in a synonymous way with people who don't call you every day. But maintenance means energy required. Targeted efforts required to keep something going. Let's take that off the table, the whole talking to each other every day. Okay, take it off. My friendships require some kind of effort, maybe emotional effort. Maybe it requires me to be inconvenienced sometimes when they want to talk and I'm not feeling like talking, but they need me right now. Maybe my friendship requires me to show up after work when I'm tired, but this event's important to her, so I'm going to go. And before people come in the comments with, well, you need your mental health, but 100% mental health is important. Boundaries are important. That's always going to be an understood, unspoken baseline here. But as far as like responsibility, showing up, effort, the effort it might take to be vulnerable, the effort it might take to put things on the calendar to see you, the effort it might take to write myself reminders to ask you how that doctor appointment went. Targeted effort, intentional friendship. So my theory is that the loudest people of this conversation are people with avoidant attachment, the people leading this conversation on your algorithm about, I just need something chill. You've got people who are holding back on the love they have to give, the desire they have for more fulfilling friendships, for fear of looking like they're not being low maintenance enough. It's just a thought. I'm working through it, but I don't know.
I don't really like how we dress up a lack of communication as low maintenance friendships. And again, this is not a shot at anybody that likes a low maintenance friendship. I'm not one of them, but good for you. Honestly, just believe a lot of people do not know how to communicate. And I just find it so hard to believe that people just normalize the essence of like not talking to people for a whole year and then coming back like everything is fine. I honestly do believe that anytime you are like out of contact with somebody, it is a very intentional thing. And it takes nothing to just send a text. A lot of people will be like, oh, have you ever been depressed? I have been depressed. I have went through those things. I don't want to minimize what you went through, but I've went through some things. I've also been that person that did not reach out to my friends when I went through those things and I lost my friends. And I think it's just so important for you to make sure that you are giving like this communication, whether it's just like a small like, hey, I'm going through a lot, or hey, I'm not being distant, life is lifing. Like, you really can't expect anybody to understand what you're going through if like you don't provide them with some type of clarity. And noted, like, some people do just fall flat off the face of the earth, and it's no hard feelings, it's just they're going through a rough time. I think I do pride myself on being a very understanding friend, so when people do come back and they reach out and they explain all those things to me, I think I am very open to having that conversation. However, for us to talk about like, oh, I just love my low maintenance friends, we'll go months on months without talking, then we'll come back and we'll talk again. Those are not my friends. I feel like we're acquaintances. People that I call my friends are people that I talk to on a regular basis. Now, noted, we are adults, so reality of being an adult is we might go a month without talking or 2 months without talking, and that is not like an intentionally like bad thing. We just are busy, right? We work for a living. Every day we get up and we have our priorities on our mind, and we just have to provide for ourselves. So like no other human being is about to be my main focus unless I have a kid. I think at the end of the day, if I don't talk to you for 9 months on end and I see you posting on social media or I see you operating in other capacities in other people's lives, I'm going to assume that we're just not that close anymore, and that's completely fine. I think people grow apart, but the fact that like we push this narrative of having low maintenance friendships is kind of crazy. I don't feel like people have low maintenance friendships. I just feel like people fall off.
Ciao. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And do you agree with those commentators? Do you believe that every friendship needs to be held at the same level? Right? Because I don't know if that would be realistic to have all of our friendships to become high maintenance, okay, or just even stable, at a stable level. Because I don't know, because life just goes on. But I do see the perspective of us not being intentional. And we are probably creating a society where a lot of people are getting comfortable of not putting in effort in maintaining those relationships and being intentional and checking in on your friend and being intentional. I feel like the term that we are lacking is really being intentional. So as long as you are intentional on checking in with some friends, with your friends, making sure although life goes on, you are making sure you're still somewhat checking in on your friends and vice versa. I feel like that will create a good and healthy balance in the friendship, where you don't necessarily need to check on these people every single day, but you are intentionally checking in on them. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like that would be a healthy, balanced relationship, and in a way that you could actually maintain all of your friendships. Now, if you slack off, yes, I understand that we creating generations where we're getting way too comfortable of, well, I'm just not gonna check in, I don't need to do that. But then you don't know what your other friends going through, and maybe they might need you. So I would say, as a society, need to just do better in being intentional. Okay, so that's my take on that. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you agree with the creators? Do you believe in low maintenance friendships, high maintenance friendship? What do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. Turn on your post notifications so you know when I post. See you next time.